The Olympics will go ahead at any cost. It all makes sense.
Pigglesdigaijin, Jamaican YouTuber.
Hi, welcome back to my channel, Pigglesdigaijin here, Jamaican YouTuber. Now today I want to look at the fact that many persons who are making decisions for the Olympics are saying it will go ahead next year, opening on July 23rd, 2021. The Olympics will go ahead at any cost. Any cost, people. Human life, sunken financial costs, the economic costs, the emotional distress, the physiological distress. It must go on. That's what they're saying. Now, here's why I understand why they say this, and then I don't understand, like, I don't know. Like, all right, let's just put the facts out on the table, okay? So the Olympics that was supposed to be held this year was budgeted for 12.6 billion US dollars, which is about 1.36 trillion Japanese yen. Cool. However, investigations by the auditors have shown that the actual cost of the Olympics is double the initial 12.6 billion US budget, which works out to be 25.2 billion US dollars for the Olympics. And additionally, the delay will add another 2.6 or 7 billion US dollars to the cost, rounding that up to about 28.3 billion US dollars. No, that is about 4 or 5 times the amount of the most valuable sports team in the world, which is Dallas Cowboys, at 5.5 billion US dollars. People, you see, it all makes sense why they have to push for these Olympics, because the financial impact, the economic impact is serious. But the human life factor doesn't really matter, right? Because, what is the value of one human life? Apparently not as much as, Right, so let's get straight into it now. Okay, so in the history of the Olympics being held since 1896, there have only been 3 cancellations, okay? One in World War I, 1916, and twice in World War II, in 1940 and 1944. So those were the major events, catastrophic events, that caused the Olympics to not be held. Mark you, according to Google, about 70 to 85 million people died during the World War II, which was 4% of the population in 1940. So, if we're going to look at the impact of COVID-19 on the world as a pandemic, which has about 898,000 deaths, and the population of the world today is about 7.8 billion people, so that's about 0.0011% of the world's population. So I guess statistically the impact of COVID-19 is not as bad as World War II. I'm just saying, statistics wise, I'm not saying we're using statistics to measure the value of human life, people. I'm just stating the facts. Good. Now, the IOC VP says Olympics will go on with or without COVID-19. Japanese Olympic Minister, yes, they have a minister for the Olympics, Seiko Hashimoto, says that the Olympics must go on at any cost. The minister also went on to say that they're looking at ways in which they can try and contain the virus, prevent the spread, because, they need to make it happen, etc., etc. While the governor of Tokyo, Yuriko Koike, says that the hosting of the Olympics will be a symbol of the world uniting, overcoming the COVID-19 pandemic. However, Miss Koike, there's an issue there, because not even with the Olympics, countries were blocking other countries from getting ventilators. People were blocking, people were preventing countries were blocking other countries from getting equipment to fight against the corona, to equip doctors to be prepared to battle the corona. Tests were being hoarded. What unity to fight corona? Where's the unity? Another minister in Japan was indicating that they're looking at limiting audiences and not looking at the possibility of having no audiences in attendance for the Olympic Games here. So the people who have bought tickets are going to be refunded, right? And the persons who have also booked hotels are going to be refunded, right? Fully, like 100% refunds, which then is going to lead to a draining on the economy in Japan, possibly leading to a recession maybe after the recession that they had with the coronavirus and the shutting down of several businesses and so forth. So I guess it's a lose-lose situation. They either have the Olympic and, you know, it might be one of the most memorable Olympics, but not for the reasons it needs to be remembered for. A lot of athletes are working hard, yes, to prepare to run in case there is an Olympics. I don't know. It comes around every 4 years. Persons won't be able to participate in the next Olympics, which is in 2024. I mean, or that's when it's supposed to be. Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird one. To be honest, there is no easy answer and there's no, I guess, right answer. Tell me what you think in the comments down below. Do you think the Olympics should be held next year in Japan with an audience, with no audience? What will happen to the economy, you think, if it is not held? Do you think the human life costs or the deaths that might be related to it will be worth it? I mean, they also indicated that the vaccine should be ready next year, but the vaccine is not going to be a prerequisite for the games to be held. So let me know in the comments down below, because these people out here crazy, fam. They're just like, we need that money, like right now. Yeah. All right. Me done. Peace. Pigglesdigaijin Jamaican YouTuber. Ikimasho.